And let's start with Matt Fradd. I don't know, man. What world do we live in when Matt Fradd works for the Daily Wire?
This is kind of wild. I did not expect this in my bingo card of Catholic stuff, but here we are this week.
Really, the biggest question in everybody's mind is, Ben Shapiro, Jewish, what's that relationship going to be like? And we're all wondering, what happens if Matt Fradd feels compelled someday to criticize something that the state of Israel has done? Will he be allowed to say that? I mean, all of those questions are racing through the minds of Catholics on the internet right now.
So the thing, Michael Knowles has talked about this a couple of times, which is that he doesn't have himself any particular prerogatives to you can't talk about Israel or the Jews or something. So according to Michael Knowles, on one hand, it's a pretty laissez-faire institution. I think that we haven't always seen that evidentially, obviously. Now, Matt Fradd, of course, I don't think Matt Fradd's interested in having Nick Fuentes on right away the way that Tucker just did yesterday.
Right.
But the question is, can you have that parameter, right? Are there now parameters that he's going to impose on himself, or is there going to be kind of those external pressures? And again, nothing in this world is free. So by giving up some of that logistical control, there's got to be some creative influence. That's just that's osmosis at the very least. That's just the nature of what happens when you work for an organization, right? So there's two things, which is that the Daily Wire is not an undemanding mistress or master in different ways. So I don't know exactly what it means for Matt Fradd. It seems like on one hand, he was talking about how he's kind of getting burnt out with his show. He had to deal with all the logistical issues. And apparently when he went to the Daily Wire, they were like, we'll just take that off your back and you just keep doing your show as you want. So obviously there are guys at the Daily Wire I very much like. I feel like I listen to Michael Knowles 3 times a day all the time. But we're still kind of fresh off the fallout between Brett Cooper and Candace still a little bit. So I don't know what gets lost in translation here.
He did say that they're going to give him full editorial control. They're not going to tell him who to talk to or what to talk about. He said he made it clear that he wants it to remain a Catholic podcast, and they apparently are going to give him the rights to do that. I think what surprised me most about his statement yesterday was how burnt out he was in the process. And this surprised me. He's got a very successful podcast here. He's making very good money through this podcast. Didn't he have a guy named that dubbed Thursday? G.K. Chesterton reference there. Why? What happened to Thursday? Isn't he doing some of the heavy lifting when it comes to managing things? Where is his team? He has no team. He needed a team. He clearly could have hired a team with the income he's been making through this, which I'm sure is very good. That boggles my mind. Why do you figure he doesn't have a team?